that. So yeah, borrower defense is a really big thing. And like I said, because it's such a new, like the judge literally just signed off a month and a half ago or so.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's, so that's really important to understand. Okay. Where was
Thank
I?
you.
Okay, yeah. So those are all the basics. One of the keys that I like people to understand is that as these regulations change, there's going to be so much more that you're going to have to understand. You have to really be able to sift through it. And they're not making it easy because they don't want to give it to you. I mean, many of my clients that I worked with over the years, like one, for example, they denied her multiple times for her forgiveness. And then she reached out to me and I was like, what are y'all talking about? How could you possibly deny this? I was like, it doesn't even make any sense. And then we got an approval. But what matters most is knowing exactly what the regulations are and knowing exactly what you have to say that's going to get you the forgiveness. I called with one of my clients, Kelly. It took us 18 months. I was on the phone with the student loan companies. They're saying, oh, well, she has to send 3 years of taxes. I was like, for what? That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, well, no, she can't possibly qualify because she was doing a forbearance at this time. And I was like, no, that's not accurate information because we're qualifying under the new temporary extended public service loan forgiveness program. The problem is there's a disconnect between customer service reps, right? Customer service reps, they're nice enough, sure. They're not experts in the industry. So they're going to give you the wrong information. I literally had Department of Education on the phone and this lady told me that, and I had my client on the phone and the lady told me we could not consolidate his already consolidated loans. I was like, but you're wrong. And I was like, go ahead and get a manager. She comes back, oh yeah, but they don't know. Now, what would have happened if he was by himself calling this company thinking, oh, well, if I consolidate, I could get zero interest for all these years. He would have missed out on 3 years of zero interest just because someone told him he couldn't do it. And if you don't know that they're incorrect, you take them as face value. Like, oh, well, I called the government. They said I couldn't do it. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, not to be disrespectful to them, but they don't know what they're talking about.
That's interesting you say that too, because I know when I first graduated college and the payment that I owed was way beyond what I could afford at that time. No one ever talked to me about any payment plans. It was either you're in deferment or forbearance. And had I known that I could at least do repayments like that, I would have chose that instead, because as you mentioned, that interest accrued and my student loan went up 30 grand. That's a lot.
Exactly. And they were caught in court by doing that. They were found guilty of doing that. Purpose, not unintentionally, not because they didn't know, but because think about it. If they can get all of this extra interest money, don't they make more money? And because now they have to continue to service your account and they make money on servicing your account. Well, if you pay off your account faster, you qualify for forgiveness, they don't make any money servicing your account. That's the part about it. And that's why they came up with the temporary extended public service loan for forgiveness programs and other programs that says, if these companies put you in forbearance and you didn't know that you could have gotten something else, they are now going to allow that forbearance time to still count.
So I don't know if this is the right question, but in that case, should they reduce your loans back down to what it was in that case? No.
Should they?
It's still the same.
Should they? Yes. Will they? No. Now that's a whole nother fight for a whole nother day. Navient, Sally Mae, they had to send out checks to people. But what happens in these lawsuits is even though it's a big amount, by the time it trickles to everybody, it's like, it was like $200 a person. What does it do?
That's nothing. Yeah.
They literally just like, oh, throw them $200 and, sorry, or I think it was $260. I mean, come on, Meanwhile, it's cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. And, they always say, ignorance is expensive, right?
Yeah.
The things that we don't know cost us the most amount of money.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
And so guess what they do? They make sure that you stay
take advantage of it. Yeah.